Hey everybody. Today I thought I would look at something I've been working on, just kind of polishing up today, I think. So there may be a glitch or two when I show you. So this is the show system, and it's designed for people that do expos and shows and pack up their animals and take them to the show and sell them and bring them back. That's kind of the flow of things. So let's take a look how that does work in practicality. So what we would do is we'd go down here to the menu, we'd go to the shows panel, and right here we've got the Anaheim show set up. But what you would do is you would go and you would set up a show from scratch. Let's call this one the CRBE Canada. Venue is at the International Center. And if you haven't gone, you should go. It's a fantastic show. Center. We don't have a booth yet. Promoter is Grant Crossman. And I don't have any of that information off the top of my head. So it's in Canada, but we're going to go ahead and take a start date here. Excuse me, of, I'm not sure the dates this year, but let's take these ones, the 19th. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so we're going to just, we don't need all this information in right now. It's just a test. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're going to it's a 2-day show, so it'll automatically fill that in. Load in time. It should have defaulted to a day before, but it will, so 09/18. And booth fee, you can put there, travel estimate, distance, and any notes that you want, you would put down there. So we go ahead and add that show. So now we have the CRBE show in Canada. So what do we do with that show? So it can sit here on the books for a little bit, and this will also be available in our API. So if you have a website that's connected to this, you would actually show kind of the shows that you're going to, which is a great way to have it promoted all the time. So what we'll do is what you want to do, and the process is you check out to a show and then you check back in, right? It's kind of manages your inventory from here all the way through the chain and back again. You have a clear picture of what you have, what you have going. You can let everybody know ahead of time. So we're going to go ahead and start the checkout. So what we would do is we go ahead and here and add all the animals for sale. So kind of everybody that has a price will show up here. A few that don't have a price, I've got it listed as for sale, but it doesn't have a price. So we're going to go ahead and select all the animals or select them all. You can do your full filtering. You can do your different species and things like that. So once we've set those animals, we're going to go ahead and set the show prices, because really this is your regular price. You may want a show price. You may not want a show price. You may just have the regular price and you take it this way. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to apply the 10% discount to all 6. Okay, so so everything's going to be 10% off at the show. So we're going to go ahead and check out the animals. So those now are in the checkout process. So I now have those in the box. And what we want to do, or we have them set to go into the box. And what we can do at this point is we can do a couple things. What we want to do is we want to print the price labels. So we would go, and this page is actually being redesigned a little bit right now. But we're going to go ahead and take thermal medium rack just because I have it designed and ready to go. And it pops up every label for that. And these would kind of be the pricing label. And they're usually longer. And you get a nice, long, thin one that is removable too, which is fantastic for sticking on the tubs. I'm just going to rotate that, and I would go ahead and print that, right? So print, and then our print is done, and we're good to go. So let me just pop that. So that part is done. So I need to fix this menu again. Oops. Oh, need to bring that back down. Full screen. Sorry, it's just the view doesn't look great. There we go. Okay, so I'm still halfway through this thing, right? So I'm here. I printed my labels. I'll go ahead and stick those on every tub. That took 2 minutes. And now I can go ahead and create a price list. So, sorry, I'm trying to show this in full screen, and it pops back and forth. But that's what the prices would look like. CRBE Canada shows the information at the top. You can now post that anywhere you want, or you can print it, take it with you, that kind of thing. Could be multiple pages, whatever, right? So we'll go ahead and back to that. I'll just make this full screen again so you can see it better. There we go. Okay, so we're back in here. So you've printed your price list, you've stuck them on the bin, you print your labels, stuck them on the tubs. You've printed your price list, and you are now good to go. So you have it all ready. So now you get to the show, open the show floor. So now we have the show floor. So you kind of keep this open while you're at the show. You can scan an animal, it'll pop up here, additional information, whatever you need to do. You can mark it as sold, you can check it back in. You can do any of that kind of stuff while you're here. You can also use the other systems that we have. How you can send. I don't have it linked into this page right now, but it will happen on this page, where we have a feature in Husbandry Pro Classic where if somebody's at your booth and they say, hey, I want to buy that snake, you can scan that snake, ask them their email address, and basically it will send them an email or a text right then and there while you're standing at the table. They fill out the form while you're packing the bag, and then it populates the invoice with their information. So you don't have to sit there and go, what's your name, what's your address, what's your this, that, and the other thing, right? So this way it fills it in for you, print the invoice, complete the sale, mark this as sold, done, right? So now when you come back to this thing after the show, it gives you a kind of a reconciliation. So now I've done doing all my sales at the show. I'm closing the show. I've gone back to my facility. And now I have how many animals did I take? How many did I sell? It shows you all that. You then put in all your costs for the show that were associated with it, and then you'll close the show. And once you close the show, it will reconcile how much money did I make at the show. It will then pop that information back to your commerce and into your husbandry costs and flow that all the way through into your ledger for costs from this month. And that'll be part of your monthly overview too. Right? So as simple as that for prepping for a show, for going to the show, for checking the animals out, checking them back in, make sure the stock is there, and really analyzing the costs of your show. How much did that show cost me? And the more important thing I find going forward is if you're doing that show next year, what did I sell at this show? Did I sell hognose? Did I sell ball pythons? Did hamsters sell great for me? It is really data. If you use the system and work the system and you start it, you have all your prices in. It the amount of time savings is incredible. The amount of data and the edge that you're going to get for knowing what you sell at different shows, in my opinion, is paramount. And having said that, when this does launch, I think if you just really buy into the economic part of the system and the commerce, I think you'll find that at the end of the year, you will thank yourself for the money that you spent on the product. I think it's just something that people really need to concentrate on, and it not only shows your customer that you've kind of upped your game, it all the way through. I think that builds brand loyalty and things like that. Okay, so I hope it's a part of the system that people start to use and really appreciate. Okay, and we will continue to develop this further and further and further. Okay, thanks.